Me, Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
Time for our tail of the tape. It's Ricky Hitman Hatton. 65 kilos on the button. He's 171 centimeters tall with a reach of 165. And he'll be taking on the legend himself, Terrence Bud Crawford, weighing in at 140 pounds. He's 5 foot 7 inches tall with a reach of 74 inches.
Remember, there's a shorter reach here, so now they...
Ricky Terrence Bud Crawford.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, introducing from Manchester, England, a pop.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what. So here we go. Should be a good one. Nice job by him to block that jab. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. After so much pre-hype fight and social media drama, I can't believe we're actually in the midst of them fighting.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it off. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. Again, downstairs. The face is telling the story from that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Hatton in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
We don't care. Go out there and win this next round.
Good one. Don't forget the jab. Don't get carried away. What about your deep?
Come on, you're getting back into this. You're better than this, kid. Go back out there and win the round. Get back behind the jab. Basics. Stick your rhythm back and go again.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This fighter has been described as a swarmer, that fighter who attempts to overwhelm their opponent by applying constant pressure.
You fight the swarmer, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try and push them off balance because they will just stay in your face.
They can't get out of the way of that straight. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
That left hook won't score. you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Good counterpunch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Hatton in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Right? It's only one round that you've lost. Don't.
That's beautiful. Just start working a few body shots in there. Hurry up a little bit. Again.
Terrible round, that is. Come on, you're letting back into the fight. You're much better than this guy. You're much better. He's not in your league. Go on, switch on. Get your boxing back together. Put him back on this one.
You go. There's 1, 2 straight down the middle.
Champ together. Listen, be smart when you go out there. Just take the round.
I don't want to be loaded up.
On to the third. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
He blocks the jab. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Nice exchange here from both men. And he scores with the counter. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Missing with the hook. He misses with that jab. Both want a highlight reel knockout. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Hatton in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does... Back at it in round 4. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Nice defense on that hook. Good defense there to stop that hook. They blocked the left there. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Hatton in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Just boxing, be smart, get your shots off, and don't give him anything.
On to the fifth we go. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They're going to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
They blocked the left there. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Missing with the hook. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Nice stop, but that won't score. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Hatton in that. This is the beginning of round 6. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Won't score. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dares do anything out of turn.
Insane action! Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Hatton in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Here comes round 7. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That uppercut misses. Crawford's legs are all over the place. Do you believe this? Bud Crawford just got knocked down. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can we continue?
They got knocked down but didn't stay down. Once again showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
Is that ever hope? Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. How about that time counter shot? Good counter punch. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. There's the bell to start round 8. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Nice counter. This is not good news for Ricky Hatton. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Nice counter shot. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Crawford in trouble. What a dominant performance.